Thursday. I see Jules, Addie, Ben, Almo, Johnny, Jackson,
My
Jaden.
birthday is coming up soon.
Oh, if you keep unmuting, you'll have to sit in the waiting room, dude. We have to remember our promise. Mr. Joshua's here. Miss Larissa's here. Welcome aboard. Okay, let's get started. Speaking of promise, is there anything on the screen that says unmute and yell out something? No, it says to participate, be respectful. Thank you for being on time. Stay muted. If you keep clicking that mute button, Miss Cruz has no choice but to put you back in the waiting room. So please don't do that in the middle of a lesson. We'll have time to talk at the end, and you know it. Include your name or change your name in the Zoom, and then stay seated, eyes on me. Okay. So I know that a couple of friends, we're still celebrating our January birthday. And yes, I do know who's coming up for February. So shh, don't give it away yet. So Jamarian, Siddharth, and Ava, continually wishing you a happy birthday all through the month of January. Who are our weekly spotlight winners? We know Ben and Almo, because there's the background behind us. Thank you for that. I love it. Michael for amazingly detailed responses, and Siddharth for working so hard and turning in his weekly assignments. He's doing great too. So today, what are we doing today, Miss Cruz? Well, today we're going to make observations of living and non-living things so I can recognize that all plants and animals, including humans, yeah, we're mammals, we have basic needs. I know I have it when I can explain that all living organisms need air, water, food, and some kind of space to grow. That's right. So what are we going to learn next? Well, we're going to learn a lot about living things, and we're actually going to learn a little bit about attributes. Some of you have seen me use that term or word in your responses. So we're going to learn what attributes are. It's a really cool thing to be able to observe and sort and classify by our attributes. I can talk. I'm sorry. Let me get going. Whew, my motor's not on yet. All right, let's look at Mrs. Cruz's super science vocabulary. So these are the words that I expect that you are learning to use, right, Jackson? Plants, roots, stem, leaves, flowers, basic needs, nutrients, grow, water, light. Ava, those sound familiar to you? Give me a thumbs up if they sound familiar. Yeah, good work, guys. Yes, Larissa thinks so too. But wait, there's more. There's a bonus screen. These are second and third grade words. So if you want to look like big kids, who wants to? Jackson, have a seat. Remember, have a seat. Remember, have a seat. Okay, look over at the screen. Check it out. Check it out. I don't know what he's looking at, but I'm going to tell you. Organisms is a word that you're going to get to know, and they're going to use that a lot more as you get older. Oxygen. Oh, I bet you've heard that before. Photosynthesis. You've heard me say that. Convert. That's a new one. Transport, like transportation. Ooh, that's a good one. And habitat. And I forgot one, attributes. So we'll work on that for next time. But those are some bonus vocabulary words that you're welcome and free to use. Are you using them in your responses, in your explanations? I hope so. Let's get started on our Nearpod. Oh, still letting friends in. Just in time for the Nearpod. All right. Ooh, look at that. Who's logging in? And I'm going to type it in the chat. It is ZAY41. No, not one. I. That's an I, isn't it? ZAY4I. Did I get it right? Nope. Let me do it again. ZAY4I. Capital I. That's better. Okay, so we're going to take a little field trip, virtual field trip with this one. We're going to look at some observation. We're going to make some observations of plants and living things. We're going to talk a little bit more about the difference between living things and non-living things. We're going to have a chance to do some fun things. Hi, Ava. Are you okay?
Want to see a part of the plant?
We're going to get to see lots of parts of plants. All right, here we go, puppy. Show me at the end, all right? Show me, show me. Oh, show me at the end. Show me at the end. Show me at the end. Thank you. All right, guys, let me stop sharing and move on over to our Nearpod so we can get started. Thank you guys for following your promise. If you are, I appreciate that. You guys are amazing. I like how she raised her hand first. That was really important to me. So there is our Nearpod code. This is kind of a long Nearpod, so I wanted to get started right away. Let's see how many friends have joined us. And the code will continue to be, at the top of my screen. So if you can't find it, it's up there on the top of my screen. And I also put it in the chat. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Josh. All right. Let's learn more about living, non-living things. I see 10, 11 friends are in. Great. Here we go. First thing we're going to do is play a little video. Now, this is our field trip. Hopefully it plays for us. And we're going to watch this gentleman talk about living, non-living things. And we're going to learn a little bit about the life of a beaver. I think it's a beaver. Let's see.
We're here today in a beautiful pond ecosystem to talk about the needs of living things. All living things require basic elements to survive. They are water, oxygen, food for both nutrients and energy, and suitable living habitat.
Or
and today,
space to grow.
We're going to use a fantastic Canadian example to talk about all those things, the beaver. Now, a beaver is a mammal, just like humans, and they need oxygen. They happen to get their oxygen from the air. The air is loaded with oxygen, so as beavers breathe, they get the oxygen that they need for their cellular functions. I'm standing in a bunch of water, and it just so happens that there's a lot of fish and a lot of other organisms like freshwater shrimp that...
So before he says anything else, does anyone have any thoughts on this one? How, if he said that all living things need oxygen or air, but fish are underwater, how do they breathe?
They have gills. Gills.
They have gills, but where do they get the oxygen from?
Water. In the water.
Oh, that's right. If you know, how smart you guys are. Water is made up of oxygen. That's right. It's absorbed, the oxygen absorbed by water. So let's find out what he says about it too. I think he agrees with you.
That get their oxygen from the water because water, oxygen is dissolved in the water. Now, what about the need for water itself? Human beings can't go for more than a couple of days without water. They need to drink water so that their cells can do the functions that they need. It's not uncommon in a pond like this to see all sorts of organisms like moose come along to take a drink, and the beavers are obviously drinking this water that they're swimming in. Now, what about food? Food is an interesting one because food serves a dual purpose. We all require vitamins and minerals in our diet. If we don't get them, our cells will die off. So
that's why we don't just eat junk food.
Beavers chewing away at a tree, they're not only trying to cut it down, they're also eating the bark. Here's a branch that beavers have stripped clean of the bark, and the bark is nutritious. It's loaded with vitamins and minerals. Food also provides a great source of energy. Our cells need energy to be able to function. So
that's right, energy. If you didn't have energy, would you be able to run and play? Would you be able to jump and sing? No, you'd lay there on the ground like a pancake. You wouldn't be able to move at all. So you get your energy, you guys get your energy from food and nutrients.
So there are all sorts of pond plants. For instance, there'll be duckweed floating on the surface. You may see ducks eating that weed on the surface of the water. Moose will come into a pond like this and dip their head in the water or along the edge of the pond will eat plants, and they're getting all sorts of great nutrition from those plants.
Nutrition, you've heard that word.
Beavers, I already mentioned how they will eat bark, but they also eat all sorts of roots and nutritious plants
so
to get
cute.
the energy that they need. That leaves us with the last thing and the most interesting thing, and that's suitable living habitat.
We're going to skip this part a little bit because there's two different things we talked about. Well, if we're going to talk about plants, they don't need a house to grow in. They just need some room to grow, some space, right? So if you think about different plants, they have different types of areas that they grow. Cacti, cactus love dry, arid places, but maybe our palm trees like wet, soggy places, right? So they have different habitats, different areas that they grow. Mammals or humans or animals, we're all kind of the same. We need a space to grow, but we also need protection. And different animals live in different places on the earth. And it depends on what kind of habitat or type of space that they like to live in, right? So you wouldn't find, oh, I don't know, you wouldn't find a lot of humans, right, living in the desert. So imagine that London's not going to hang out in the desert. She doesn't like to be all dry and dehydrated, does she? Okay. And I don't think Siddharth wants to be hanging out under the water with the sharks. I just don't think he wants to do that. So we have different habitats, different places we'd like to live. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So Siddharth, do you have a question? Do you want to wait for the end?
I want to tell you something.
Quick as you can. We have a
one beaver place can be even seen from space.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I read it in a book.
Oh, tell me about that later, okay? That's awesome. All right, let me skip ahead. And actually we're gonna go to what do living things need to survive? All living things, plants, animals, we all need certain basic needs. So let's talk about it. You guys get to draw now. First things first. What is a living thing? What is a non-living thing? Can you circle the examples of living things? Can you cross out the non-living things? What was the difference? Let me review. Living things, they grow, they reproduce, they eat food or make their own food, something to do with food. What about non-living things? Let's see, rocks don't eat. Rocks don't grow up and have baby rocks. So cross those out. All right, guys, if you circled the human, go ahead and do that. Wonderful. Oh, I love your answers. You guys can see them on my screen. You can see the people that have submitted them and who's working on them. Oh, that looks great. Addie, I agree. Larissa, nice work. Ben, beautiful. Almo, excellent. Jaden, I love it. Siddharth in London, yes, absolutely. Johnny, wonderful. And Jules, great work. All right, good. And Ava is working on hers. Nice job. You guys know the difference between living and non-living. So we know that anything that is living is going to need things in order to survive. Let's talk about what they need. First of all, there's my friend. His name is Chonky. Okay. So Chonky's eating his food and he's getting his energy and his nutrients right from that lettuce. Let's talk a little bit about what you guys eat. Did you know that the food gives us energy and nutrients? Nutrients are like vitamins and minerals, things that we need from the earth to help our bodies. So now here comes the fun part. Look very carefully. Can you circle some types of food that you love? Your favorite foods? Do you see any examples? I don't see sushi on there. I would circle all the sushi. What do you guys love? Ooh, that fish looks good. Pizza! Jackson, what you doing? Can you find some of your favorite foods on my screen? I wonder what Joshua's going to circle. I know Addie. Addie's just like me. She likes spaghetti and meatballs, right?
I don't know much of the foods.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I do see some fish. I see rice dishes. I see pizza. I see hamburgers. I see soup. Oh, I love the soup or curry. Maybe it's a curry. I just had curry the other night. What else do I see? I see sandwiches. Mm. Tacos. Oh, in the middle, at the top in the middle. Yes, tacos. Anybody have Taco Tuesday? Yeah, me too, Ava. All right, good work, guys. These are foods that we need to survive. Some foods will have more value. They'll have more nutrients, vitamins, and you'll be able to get more energy out of them. If you were to compare a donut versus a salad, perhaps the salad might provide you with more energy over the long term. A donut might give you a quick burst, but then you'll want to take a nap and be grumpy later. So it doesn't have as much value. I think that's why animals out in nature don't drive through McDonald's and get junk food because they know it's not good for them. All right, guys, let's move on. We also need air, not just air, but the components of air. We need oxygen. Everybody take some deep breaths. Go. Oh, yeah, just like an iReady. Take a deep breath and fill those lungs up with what you need. There's gases in the air that your body requires. Well, plants take the gases that you breathe out. They love your carbon dioxide. That's right. And they give us
We
oxygen.
breathe oxygen. We give out carbon dioxide.
Please don't do it. Okay. So, anyway, as I was saying, we actually have an exchange system. We're like buddies with the plants. The plants give us the oxygen that they emit, and we give them what we breathe out, the gases we breathe out. So, everybody take your hand and breathe in your hand. Feel that those gases come out of your lungs. Well, inside that air is called carbon dioxide, and the trees love it. They love that stuff. So go breathe and talk to a tree and a plant, and they will be so happy. Now, we also need water. Living things need water. Our organs need water. We're mostly made up of water. The cells in our bodies are mostly made up of water. And if we don't have that water, we don't function very well. Our organs get very angry and upset, and they start to shut down. So we need the water in our bodies to help the nutrients and food move around. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, and the next thing is shelter. Now, plants don't need a house or a cave, but they might need a space to grow, and they have their favorite spaces they like to grow. But mammals and humans, we actually need to be protected, don't we? So we might look under a rock, a cave, a house. Look around your house right now. Look at your shelter. Oh, isn't it a nice shelter? Does it keep you safe and warm? Yes, that's right. No monsters are going to get in there. That's a good place for you. And that is what you designed to be your best shelter. Now, I want you to think about this little critter right here. He can't build himself a house. So he finds his own shelter in a little dugout, a little cave, a little habitat that he happens to like. Protects him. So shelter keeps us warm and safe. And now we're moving on to like almost a little over halfway done, guys. I want you to, I think, draw it. This is a draw it one. So there's 4 little squares. If you don't, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because it's hard to draw. But it says, what do we need to live? And in the little squares, you can just draw pictures of the 4 basic needs that we need. I might draw a cloud for air. Ooh, I might draw raindrops for water. What would you draw for shelter? And what's the other one? Food. And draw myself some sushi. Jackson, what's your favorite food? Quick, unmute and tell me. Only Jackson.
Pizza.
Pizza. Do you think you get nutrients from pizza? Yeah, good work. I think so too. I think nutrients, vitamins, and all that, all those other things that are inside pizza give you energy when your body digests them. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, I like how you drew lines. That's smart too, Josh. Very good. And I love the raindrops, Ben. Look at, oh, look at Almost air. He's got the cloud. Oh, I like Jaden's little house or shelter. Siddharth has pizza. You go, Siddharth. I love it. Oh, look at Johnny. Oh, I like the way you drew the air or the oxygen. Looks like wind. Oh, you guys are so creative. Ava Maurice putting the pictures right in. That's great. You guys are better than I am. Oh, I love it. Nice job. Look at the water in the cup, Jules. That's great. Oh, Addie did a wonderful job. Look at her little house. Almo, is that spaghetti and meatballs? What you make there? Tacos? What is that?
That's pizza.
Pizza. And oh, look at Ava. Ava's got chicken nuggets. Yes. Who doesn't love chicken nuggets? All right, guys, no more time spent on this one, but you did a fabulous job. Really impressed. Now, what do we do here? What do animals need to live? What don't we need? That's a good question. What don't we need to live? Toys? Uh, Anybody have any ideas? Oh, go ahead, Johnny.
We don't need a rainbow floating rock to live.
That's right. We don't need that. That's beautiful. Who else? Who else has an idea? What is something we don't really need? Addie, go ahead.
Toys!
Addie?
I know something. We don't need. Let me think. Hang on. We don't need a pencil.
That's true. We won't die if we don't have a pencil. We don't need jewelry, do we? What else? Who else has one? Larissa, name something we really don't need to live.
We don't need a book bag to live.
That's right. We don't have to have a book bag. We're not going to die without it. Good work. How about Mr. Jaden? Thank you, Larissa. How about Mr. Jaden?
What do animals need to live?
Where's Jaden? Jaden. Go ahead.
We don't need paper.
That's true. We don't need paper. Did you know years ago, before we had paper, people would write on fabric or rocks. And they lived. That's true. All right. One more. Joshua, name something we don't need? It's just a want, but we don't need it.
We don't need toy cars.
That's true. Or PS4s. Oh, Miss Cruz is going to get in trouble for saying that. We may want it really bad, but we don't need it. All right, guys, name something that we do need. And by this point, you should know all 4 things we truly need. Otherwise, our bodies won't live. Almo, tell me something we need. One thing.
Air.
Air. Excellent. Somebody else. London, name something we need. We need it.
Water.
Beautiful. Water, air, water. Let me see. How about Ava? Ava, name something else.
Food.
Food. Beautiful. And everybody, what's the last one? Unmute everybody and yell out. Shelter. Beautiful. I love it. All right, we're going to skip this part and we're going to go on to this one. Since you are a human, which is a mammal, yes, I want you to draw a picture of yourself and what you need to survive below. So this is a real quick, fun activity. Just draw yourself and put yourself in a house, eating pizza, breathing air, and maybe have a cup of water next to it. So just have your artistic skills. I'm only going to spend 1 minute on this, so draw quickly. You're a human. Draw a picture of yourself.
How do you draw it on it?
Oh, this one's not a draw?
Oh, I can't draw.
Oh, okay. You could just use paper if you need to. Hi, Josh. What's up, Josh? Oh, you're going to go? Okay. All right, we're moving on to, we have 15 seconds left because this one you can do on your own. You don't have to do it right now, but you are more than welcome to create a beautiful picture of, ooh, Jules, I'm going to mute you because I don't know why you're unmuted. Oh, okay. All right. So, oh, look at the pictures. Yes. Oh, they're coming in. Oh, you guys are artists. Okay, but it's time to move on. There's more fun stuff coming. This is a collaboration board, and I promised a time to climb, so hurry up, Mrs. Cruz. How do I know you've got this? What is important to know about our basic needs? You have 45 seconds to write something that you think I need to know about our basic needs. How can you prove that you know about our basic needs? Ooh, there's air. Thank you, Ava. Oh, here comes. Oh, more Ava. Larissa, I love it. Who else has got one? Julian, Siddharth, Almo. Oh, these are great. You are so good at remembering what living things need to grow and survive. I see air, water, food. Plants need food, but they don't eat with a fork and a knife, do they? What do they do? How do plants get their food? Anybody remember? Can you type it in here? Can you type it? How do plants get their food? Because we know plants are living too, but they're very different than we are. Oh, very good. You need air, water, food, space. Nice. Anybody else? 10 more seconds. We have to do our time to climb. Ooh, we need oxygen, nutrients, which comes from food and water. Beautiful. What else? Oop, got 3 more people. Air. Oh, Jules, good work. They got it from the sun. They convert. Remember that word? And there's Ava. They get their food from the leaves. The leaves make the food by using the energy from the sun. Awesome. Wow, you guys are amazing. Let's do our 12 time to climb questions. Out of 12 questions, how many do you think you need to get right? How many do you think you need to get right on this review of living, the basic needs of living things? So A, 0 to 3, B, 4 to 6 questions, C, 7 to 9, or D, 10 to 12. And that's an interesting one because even if you only get 10 right, you're still doing really well. So I think I like that one because you can always get a couple wrong, right? Nobody's perfect, but you're doing a great job and you're trying. Okay, let's do it. We are going to do our time to climb. It's loading. Please load. Yes. Let's do underwater in honor of the fish. Come on, we got to do underwater. Choose your players. Oh, wow. Oh, we have a lot of cute penguins. Oh, here comes another one. And another. Is that a fox or a cat? He's cute. Okay, let's start the game. Now, what we are doing, once again, is just reviewing what we've learned. Question number 1, true or false? A living thing is an organism that grows, absorbs food and nutrients, and reproduces, makes babies. Is that what a living thing does? True or false? If you said true, you got it right. Nice. Let's do the next one. Whoa, Johnny, look at you. All right, here comes the next one. True or false? Something can be both living and non-living at the same time. What? Can things be living and non-living at the same time? If you said false, that's not true. You got it right. It can't be both. All right, let's do the next one. Which of the following are non-living? Not, never. Not living. None. No way, no way. Did you see them, Jackson? Can you tell which ones are non-living? Ooh, Addie, look at you. All right, great work. Well, I guess you know what the next question is. Those were non-living. The object in this photo is living. Is that true or false?
False.
That's right. That's just silly. I hope it's not needing to be watered and fed. Okay, let's do the next one. So you're right, it was false. That's not living. All right, now the next one is, which of the following best describes a car? Living or non-living? Is that a silly question? I think so too. Now, if my car came to life and wanted to eat sushi with me, I'd be okay with that. Awesome. Okay, let's do the next one. Question number 6. Fill in the blanks. The blank in the photo is a living or non-living thing. It's swimming in a bowl of water. I can tell you that. Oh yes, if you said fish and living, you got it right. Good. Good. All living things what? Siddharth, what's the answer to that question? Can you unmute and tell me?
Can grow.
Very good. All living things can grow. Ooh, I like that answer. If you said that, you got it right. Question number 8. Look at the family in the photo. The people in the family are all what are they? Addie, can you unmute and tell me? What's the answer?
Living.
Very good. They are. They are all living. Ooh, we're getting close to the end. I think you guys are rocking this. Which of the following is a living thing? Choose the living thing. Which one is it, Larissa?
The baby.
Very good. And he's not crying. And let's see the next one. Which of the following, sorry about my dog. Which of the following is a non-living thing? Beautiful. Let's do the next one. Name the basic needs of plants. There's some silly answers there. Did you read them? London's laughing at the answers because they're silly. All right, and the last question. Yes, if you said the basic needs of plants were light, water, oxygen, or air. Oh, last question. How do plants get their food? Oh, we just talked about this. How plants get their food. Is it Walmart? All right, and we are all done. Great work, guys. Look at those points. Okay, so let's move on. Let me close out of this. Awesome job, guys. You did an amazing job today, but my dog wants to play, I think. So I know he's gonna drive me crazy. Oh, hold on 2 seconds. All right, awesome job. Let me go ahead and stop sharing. And do we have any questions before we go? Ava.
Can you show us your dog?
Oh, maybe. Hang on.